A couple of weeks ago, I did a podcast on the CondoWiz top 10 pre-construction projects in the GTA. This time, I'd like to pull out one of those projects. I'm highlighting the Kipling Station Condos, which had its launch today, May 8th, at 11 a.m. I had the opportunity to attend the realtor-only launch, and I'd like to share the information that was provided to me. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. For those of you who are listening to this episode just with audio, I'll emphasize and point out all of the details that were provided, so you don't need the benefit of video, but it always helps. You can always check back later and watch the YouTube video to get the highlight shots. One moment while I just make some adjustments. I have to share also the sound because there is a track that was provided, and I want to be able to share that with you. Okay, Kipling Station Condos is a new project that is actually located just about 150 meters from where I live in downtown Etobicoke. So the project is on the southwest corner of Dundas Street West and Auckland Road, which is just one block west of Kipling Avenue. So the Kipling Station Condos is also located just a few feet from the Kipling Mobility Hub, and that is one of its most important features. The fact that it's located at one of the busiest and well-connected hubs in the GTA makes this project a prized project of in the pre-construction world. The launch, as I mentioned, was today, and we are expecting that sales will be very brisk. The estimated occupancy is November 2027. So that will be updated once a couple of months have passed and the developer has reached its sales quota and can start construction. So just have you listen to the video, which highlights downtown Etobicoke. The sound of the train passing at the end of that video is the actual sound of the GO train, which I can hear a couple of times a day as the GO train makes its rounds from Kipling Station to Union Station and westward to Milton. The description of the condo is that it is a 50-story condo. Kipling Station condos will have 552 units, suites, and 22,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenity space. As I mentioned before, the location of Kipling Station Condos is key. In the next few months, the Etobicoke Civic Center will be relocated in just a 10-minute walk eastward from Kipling Station Condos. So not only will there be the brand new Etobicoke Center, which will bring a whole bunch of amenities to the area, as well as additional housing, because there are towers planned around the Civic Center, which will include market rate rental towers and as well as condos. So you have the Kipling Mobility Hub, you have the approaching Civic Center. You also have a wide range of retail options in the area. So Points Plaza is located just across the street, obliquely opposite from the new Kipling Station Condos, as well as a series of stores and restaurants. Directly across the street, along Auckland Road, is a new Farm Boy. So Farm Boy is a well-known grocery chain, and it's located at the base of a new purpose-built rental building that was completed just over 18 months ago. If you go back to the transportation, so Kipling Station Condos will have access to local, municipal, regional, and international transportation options. Local being the TTC transit system, which has buses as well as the subway. Municipal being the MyWay bus terminal, which is connected to the subway by an underground tunnel. MyWay provides buses that go into Mississauga, exclusively into Mississauga. At the MyWay bus terminal, you also have access to regional transit by way of Go Transit. So the Go Transit station is located right at the TTC subway station and MyWay station along that line. And with regards to international options, you have the dedicated shuttle that goes from Kipling Station directly to Pearson International Airport. It only makes basically 2 stops. So it's a direct dedicated shuttle to and from Pearson. At the launch today, we were provided with a preview price list. So all the marketing for Kipling Station Condos highlights the fact that you can get into this project at the ground level with an investment of in the 400s. So clearly that is a marketing tactic to attract attention, but at the same time, the other prices for the 1-bedroom and 1+1 are still well below the average for the same type of home. So the $463,000 starting point is for a studio, and obviously these prices are subject to change, and it would also depend on additional options that you select for the suite. But $463,000 is a starting point for a studio. The studio square footage is 363. We jump up to $563,000 for a 1-bedroom, 480 square feet. And that is basically around the average price. So mid 500,000 for a 1-bedroom unit at Kipling Station, which is, believe me, well below, as I mentioned before, the average price, whereas average price per square foot in the city of Toronto is between $1,400 and $1,700. At Kipling Station, we're in the 1200s. So 1200 is a sweet spot for new construction, condo construction in the city, and Kipling Station is right at that point. Two bedrooms start at 736,000. And at Kipling Station, there are also three bedrooms. The three bedrooms are at 887,000. And again, all these prices are well below the regional average. Most three bedrooms in the city, I challenge anyone to find a three bedroom in the city, pre-construction or otherwise, below 900,000, and the Kipling Station is offering that choice. The deposit structure is also very attractive, and there are also incentives. So I'll quickly go through the deposit structure at Kipling Station Condos. It's $10,000 on signing. It's a mandatory bank draft, balanced to 5% of the purchase price in 30 days, 5% in 120 days, 2.5% in 300 days, another 2.5% in 400 days. You have, again, 2.5% at 600 days, and the final 2.5% at 720 days. 720 days is just under 2 years. So the reason why pre-construction is such an attractive option is simply because you don't have to provide the full 15 to 20% down immediately. In most cases, it's a 10,000 or 5% deposit on signing. In this case, it is 10,000 exactly. And then it's scattered over a period of 18 months to 2 or sometimes 2.5 years. So all deposits must be provided within 24 hours of signing. So you provide the bank draft of 10,000 on signing and a series of post-dated checks, including the final deposit in dated 720 days from signing. Parking is waitlisted, so and priority is given to 3B suites. So those are, if you look at the preview list, the 3B suites would be those that are 2-bedroom and above, or 1+ a den and above. So priority is given to those, but it's still a wait list. Storage lockers also waitlisted, so you have to cross your fingers, I suppose, and hope that you can get either a parking and or a storage locker. Maintenance fees at Kipling Station Condos is approximately 70 cents a square foot, and all of the utilities are separately billed. So BTU, hydro, water, and bulk internet. So nothing is really included in the maintenance fee, with the exception of building insurance, and if you are able to get parking, parking would be included. But everything else, all the utilities are extra. As I mentioned before, tentative occupancy on the promotional material, it is 2026. I always like to add 6 months to that. So that will bring us to early 2027 or even mid 2027. And that I think is a more realistic date, simply because it's a 50-story building and construction has not started as yet. The prices that I mentioned before for the units include HST. Just quickly to go over the contract signing. The contract signing will commence as early as suites are allocated. Royal LePage Signature was third on the list of 5 of the brokerages that provided the most amount of agents at today's launch. So we will be guaranteed an allocation, which is exciting. I'm not sure yet how many suites we will be allocated. I'll find out tomorrow from our broker manager. But it is good news that we will at least have a guaranteed allocation. So once the worksheet is allocated and a unit is assigned, one member of the CentreCourt team will contact myself and my clients for additional information if required. And contracts are all signed digitally via DocuSign. All purchases require a natural person on the agreement of purchase and sale, including sales made to a corporation, and that there are absolutely no name changes under any circumstances. General rules are maximum 1 unit per purchaser, and that purchasers who cancel their agreement of purchase and sales will not be eligible to purchase another unit within 30 days. That is pretty standard across the board. You do have a 10-day mandatory cooling off period. That really is a misnomer. It's not really a cooling off period. Once you've decided that you would like to make a purchase, that you have 10 days in order to get your financing in order. That's really what it's designed to do, to make sure that you have all your ducks lined up properly in terms of financing, and then you can proceed with removing the condition, and the sale will continue. Also, I want to mention just a couple of words about CentreCourt. CentreCourt is a fully integrated real estate development organization, and they operate across all areas of development, including land acquisition, zoning, design, marketing, sales, construction, and customer care. So it's like a one-stop development company. They're currently focused on large-scale, high-rise residential communities located near major amenities. Rapid transit is a big one. Networks and employment nodes across the Greater Toronto area. So since its inception in 2010, which is not really very long ago, CentreCourt has been the top performing residential developer in the GTA, and was recognized by Canadian business as one of Canada's fastest growing companies. And today, CentreCourt is one of the largest high-rise developers in Canada, with 19 high-rise residential projects completed and in construction, collectively representing over 10,000 homes and over $5.6 billion of development value. I want to just add 2 more features to that. At CentreCourt, there is no interim occupancy. So once the unit is completed, the purchaser can move in or move a tenant in. So there's no waiting period in order to either move in yourself or to start getting an income from the unit. Also, CentreCourt has never had a project cancellation. So that's a big one. All of the projects that I highlighted in the CondoWiz top 10 a couple of weeks ago have a near perfect record for condo completion, so no cancellations. Part of the team, in addition to the developer, is the architect. The architect in this case is B+H, which is an international architecture and design firm founded in 1953 in Toronto. They've been around for a long time. They offer a variety of services, including architecture, interior design, master planning, and landscape architecture. Speaking of design, the design firm that is behind Kipling Station Condos is Figure3. So Figure3 is one of Canada's most distinguished interior design firms, leveraging design-based research and brand strategy. Figure3 helps clients to realize environments which achieve an equitable connection between people and place. They're also based in Toronto, and they've established themselves as a trusted partner for over 25 years. Figure3 believes that great design is about more than just the aesthetics. It is about understanding how people want and need to live. So that's it for this description of Kipling Station Condos. Thank you for your time. As you always, you can reach me through my various channels, either Instagram, Facebook business page, LinkedIn, or Twitter. At the end of this presentation, I've included my email address as well as my direct line. So if you have any questions, and if you are interested in this project or any of the other projects in the GTA, then please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Ciao.